So you want to see what it looks like when you have a mental block and how to customize your Gunpla and you start creating stupid crap. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look, look, look. It looks like one of those skinny Antifa dudes trying to look like he's a badass or something. Look at this crap. I mean, come on. Really. Work in progress. Looks like somebody I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. Like usually I don't have any problems customizing my kit except for when I started working on this kit. I mean, come on. I would say I have good ideas but bad execution. Just like one of my Facebook group's members saying, good execution. No, good ideas, bad execution. God, it's been 3 weeks. This has taken 3 weeks. I don't think I can finish this to the end of this month. It's probably gonna be finished by like November or something, because this looks so bad. Look, he looks so stupid. That stupid mohawk. I don't know. Maybe if I paint it, it'll look better. But for now, this is what I got. Work in progress, right there. It looks so stupid. All right. Okay. Welcome back. I know it's been a while since I uploaded. Just been lazy. It's the only excuse. So, just a quick tutorial. Now, this is not like the be-all end-all tutorial about what I'm about to talk about, but this is just how I do things. Also, one of my Facebook group members asked if I could make a plating video, which is what this video is gonna be, just to show him what it looks like or how I do my plating. Okay, so we'll just go over the tools for now. First one, glue. This product's actually very good. It dries in like seconds, like literally seconds. It's called Bob Smith Industries Instacure Plus Glue. Bought it from Amazon. I think it's like $5-6 or something. Buy it, get it. It's awesome. 2, tweezers. Or you can just like palm it or finger mess with it, placement and all that stuff. But you know, sometimes I like to use tweezers to do my stuff. 3, Tamiya extra thin cement, right there. 4, this is like maybe sometimes, but this is called the dissolve putty. 5th, a file, like a little mini file that you can buy on like Walmart or Amazon, right there. 6th, of course, my trusty old hobby knife, right there. 7th is a 600 sandpaper. And the last one, where did it go? Ruler. Right there. So like a mini ruler I bought from Hobby Lobby. Okay. So, like I said, we're going about plating. Teaching about plating. I'm not a qualified teacher, but I'm just showing how I do plating. Some people are asking, what do I use to cut the plastic off your piece here? I use my hobby knife. Just cut right there. I'm not gonna cut right now. I'll just show you. We'll just say that I mean, this is a what do you say? This is a 1mm Pla-Plate right here that I have. How do I know? I measured it. Come on. Sorry about that. I keep bumping my iPhone here. Right there. I don't know if people can see that, but it's a 1mm Pla-Plate. That's what I mainly use. If you use your hobby knife, make sure you're careful about it, but it's gonna require a lot of finger muscles to cut these things off. Okay, so you just cut like this with a lot of strength. Hold up, let me stand up so I don't accidentally cut myself. Right there, and eventually if you keep going at it, you'll cut it right there. Ugh. See how I made a line right there already? And then we'll go like this. You could usually just twist that off and it'll come off. Now it won't be straight, right? When you cut it off, see, I've already made a mistake right there. But you can easily fix that, right? You can easily fix that. After you're satisfied with your cut right there, I will usually just twist it and then eventually it'll come off. Right there. Boom, boom, done. Well, you know, it's not straight. You didn't do a good enough job. Well, that's when your file comes in to fix that, to straighten this stuff up. Not that straight, right? So try to file it down to where it's straight right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now it's straight. Now when you're plating, you don't really want to just slap it on top of a part on your Gunpla because it's gonna look crazy. Let's just say that I want to use this plate on this. Okay, right there. And then you know what, I think I'm just gonna put this on top, and then we'll call that plating right there. It's gonna look weird because it's not gonna mesh well, because your goal in plating is to make it blend with the kit, right? So what can you do to make it blend with the kit? Well, let me show you. Boom, boom. Let's get rid of that. Let me go find my file. This is my file. I use this to straighten everything that I plate. And I also do this with it to make sure that it blends with your plastic. See this right here? And then look at this right here. This is a good one. This is a bad one right here. I don't know if people could see this, but as you can see, I have somewhat made a slant out of this plate right here, so that when I finally glue it into a part on the kit, it would look like, let me show you a good example right here. See how it somewhat blends with, I know it's kind of hard, right there, with the kit, because it's got that slant right there, right? Now if you were just gonna glue this in on top of a plate, this is not the slanted one, right? If you were just to put that on top of, like, say this, it would look unnatural. I keep bumping my phone there and I apologize. See right there, it would just look unnatural. I mean, maybe you could pull it off sometimes, but most of the time, I don't think it would look right. Now, as opposed to when you use something that blends to the edge, right? Like that, it's way easier. it looks more acceptable in my opinion. That's just me. Like I said, this is the way I do it. See that? See that right there? You can put it on the edge of the part right there, as opposed to when you use this. It looks like you just added stuff in there right there. It just doesn't blend well, in my opinion at least. Now to achieve this kind of finish, it's just gonna require a lot of, how am I gonna say this, practice on your part. So there's two ways that you could do this. You could either independently use your file and scrape it like this. Like right now it's straight, right? So what you could do is you can just put it on like a 45-degree angle like this and then just keep scraping right there, right? And then eventually you'll get that slant. I don't even know if that's the proper word for it, but we'll just call it like a slant effect on the plastic, to where you can use it to blend with the part that you're gonna use it on. See, look, right there, 45-degree angle, right? I prefer it this way, but some people that are way better at me than doing this actually do it like this. They'll hold the file on like this, and then they will use the plate that they're using, and then they're gonna scrape it in like this. Like they're actually gonna, that's how they do it right there. They're using the plastic, they're moving the plastic plate instead of the file themselves. That's how they do their stuff. Now it's just a matter of applying it to the part of the kit that you're gonna put it on. Now, the way I apply, there's different ways you could apply it on your kits. You could either use glue, right? You can apply glue on it. Let me just demonstrate Bob's glue. You can do it this way. You just apply little bits of it. I don't know about the other brands of glue, but this one works wonders. At least for me. You just apply glue on top. This is, of course, it's not gonna be perfect. I'm just demonstrating. And then, oh, where did it go? And then you carefully apply your stuff right there. Boom. Now it's there. Right? Just leave it alone for a solid minute or two, or a whole day if you want to be sure about it. And now you got your thing. Now, also with plating, you could also do this. Some people like doing it. I don't, because I might damage the plastic. Well, sometimes I do it. I take that back. But you could also just put the plate on top of whatever kit you're using, right? Let's say this part, which I haven't done yet. I haven't done the little blending, slanting thing right here. And then they'll glue that in, right? And then they'll start filing it from there to make it blend, and then straighten it out like this to make it even with the part. Sometimes people do that, including me, but I prefer not doing it because I might damage the part itself. But you could also do this if you don't have glue, right? If for some mysterious reason you don't have access to glue, you can use the Tamiya Extra Thin to do it. Now, what the Tamiya Extra Thin does is it melts the plastic to whatever plastic you're gonna apply it on. So, same way. You just put a. Let me just demonstrate this right here. So let's say I'm gonna apply another plate right here, right? So I'm gonna use my Extra Thin, apply it right there on top, and then I will put a plate right there, and then hold on to it for a solid minute or two. But for all intents and purposes, I will just let it go after like 10 seconds and it will stick. So now it's holding on to it, right? And then you can do the same thing. You could try to file it down to make it straighter and all that good stuff. Or you just leave it alone and say, oh shoot, it's already perfect. Why would I mess with it? Right? Since the function of the extra thin cement is to melt the plastic into the Pla-plates into the plastic part, what you will see here, I'm gonna show you guys, is there's like a gap right there that you see, right? So you can also use the Tamiya extra thin cement, so it's got that blending effect into the plate if you use the Tamiya extra thin cement. If that make any sense, I just ranted right there. I can't even understand what I just said, but we'll just let that go. Also, what you could do is, if you don't have a Tamiya extra thin, you can use the dissolved putty. This is a putty that's just been dissolved, basically. Now the problem with this one is you have to wait like maybe a half a day or a full day to use this. You can use this to blend the Pla-plates with the parts by applying like a very small amount of it on the edges of your plate. Sorry about that. I gotta pick my nose. Hold up. So you could apply a little bit of the dissolved putty on the edge, just like the Tamiya thin cement. Did I say that right? I don't even know. Who cares? But so you apply that on the edge right there, right? I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna use this plate, but you just apply it on the edge. Where did I? Oh no, I don't have a good example of it. But trust me, that's what you do. Let me move that closer. So you put it on the edge, on the edges of the plate right there to make it blend in. And then after that, you just wait for it to dry for a solid half a day or a whole day. And then you file and sand it. Smooth it out with a 600 sandpaper, like that. Because you remember you filed this to do that slanting, so once you file something, it's gonna look rough, right? So that's when your sandpaper, that's when your sandpaper comes in to smooth everything out. There's also some advanced techniques that you could do with it. Let me show it. You can create like a raised effect when you start plating by scribing. Let's say you scribe a part. This is a good example right here. Let's just say you scribed like a thick scribing right there. That's what I did with this one. So what I did with this one is I scribed really like a thick line right there, right? And then I added a skinny Pla-plate in there that I cut and then glued it in there to give it that raised effect right there. If people could see that. I mean, there's different ways you can do it. You could also do edge plating. Let me see. Let me go grab my high grade. So you can do edge plating like I did on this one. I'm gonna show you guys this part right here is not originally there. So what I did is I put the plate on the edge of the armor, and then you do the blending thing with the file. You file it in there to make it blend. And then you do the same process. Let me see, you gotta be careful with it because you gotta straighten it out. I mean, you could file it down, right? Let's say if you're gonna blend it in on the plate, on the part that you're using, you can file it down, or you could cut it with a hobby knife to make it blend with the part that you added it on. You can do it that way. What else? What's another technique that you can use it on? I mean, there's, you can get really creative with this whole plating thing. You could also plate on top of a plate if you want to give that more detailed effect. Like say I already did that, right? And then I'll add another one right there, and then I'll add a skinny one right here, like that, and then you'll add another skinny one on top of that. There's a lot of ways to do it. You can even like sand down a part on your plate, on your kit, and then put it under and all that stuff. You can do, if you're a very creative person, it opens up a lot of possibilities for you when it comes to customizing your kit. I'm gonna take this off. See, with the Bob's glue, it's hard to take off. That's why I like it so much. But you gotta be precise about it. Jesus. But that is it for me. I mainly made this video for one of my Facebook members on my Facebook Gunpla group. I hope this helps you. And that's it. Okay, everybody stay safe. Subscribe if you like. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.